Hey everyone! Today we're going to look at a simple and ordinary natural scene through a poet's eyes. So let's begin. Imagine you're just moving slowly through life. The poet says, "I wandered lonely as a cloud." Notice that word wandered? It's a verb that means walking without a map or a destination. He uses a simile here, comparing himself to a cloud. Why? Because a cloud is detached and alone in the sky. He's feeling solitary and maybe a bit empty. It's that feeling you get when you're staring out a window on a rainy day. Wandered, verb. To walk slowly around without a fixed purpose. Lonely, adjective. Feeling sad because you are by yourself. Vales, noun. Just a poetic, old-school way of saying valleys, the lowland between mountains. But then, suddenly, bam, the mood shifts. He says, "When all at once I saw a crowd." This is personification. He doesn't call them flowers yet. He calls them a crowd, like they're a group of people waiting for him. He follows it up with a host of golden daffodils. A host is a noun, meaning a huge number or a welcoming group. He's gone from being lonely to having thousands of golden friends instantly. Can you feel his heart starting to beat faster? Host, noun, a large number of people or things. Golden, adjective, not just yellow, but bright and precious like treasure. Now, look closer at these flowers. The poet says they are beside the lake beneath the trees. This tells us exactly where we are. Beside is a preposition meaning next to, and beneath means under. But here's the catchy part. He says they are fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Flowers don't actually dance, right? That's more personification. He's using verbs like fluttering to show they are alive and happy. Emotionally, he isn't just an observer anymore. He's at a party. Even if you're struggling with the old language, just remember the flowers are the life of the party and the wind is the music. The poet specifically chooses the word golden instead of just yellow. In literature, gold usually represents something valuable or royal. Ready for some space travel? The poet says the daffodils were continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. He uses a simile here, comparing the flowers to the galaxy. Think about it. Have you ever looked at the night sky and seen so many stars they just look like a white blur? That's how many flowers there are. They stretched in never-ending line. The word continuous is an adjective meaning something that goes on and on without a break. He's telling us that nature's beauty is as vast as the entire universe. Now, check out this huge number. 10,000 saw I at a glance. Do you think he actually sat there and counted every single one? Probably not. This is a hyperbole, which is a fancy word for a huge exaggeration used for effect. He's so overwhelmed by the beauty that it feels like 10,000. He says they were tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Look at that word sprightly. It's an adverb that means lively or full of spirit. Even if you're feeling down, seeing 10,000 flowers having a dance party is going to cheer you up, right? Vocabulary cheat. Now look at the water. The poet says, "The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee." This is a competition. Even though the lake is shimmering and moving, the flowers are even happier. Glee is a noun that means great delight or joy. He says a poet couldn't help but be happy in such jocund company. Jocund is an adjective for cheerful and lighthearted. Emotionally, he's gone from lonely to being part of the most joyful team in nature. Here is the secret ending. He says that later, when he's just chilling on his couch in a vacant or empty or pensive, serious or sad mood, the flowers flash upon that inward eye. This inward eye is your imagination. Even when he's alone at home, the memory of those flowers makes his heart dance with the daffodils. This is the bliss of solitude. Bliss is a noun for perfect happiness. He learned that you're never truly alone if you have beautiful memories to look back on. Glee, noun, total happiness or joy. Jocund, adjective, cheerful and merry. Pensive, adjective, thinking deeply, often in a slightly sad way. Bliss, noun, extreme happiness or heaven-like peace. The poet mentions his inward eye. Based on the story we just told, do you think he means he is physically seeing the flowers again, or is he doing something else in his mind? Anyway, that's the beauty of Daffodils, a simple scene that turns into a lifetime of joy. If you enjoyed this explanation, just let me know in the comments section below.